Hello everyone, Sherry here and welcome to Sherry Speaks. This is a follow-up video that I did from the last one about bully-proofing your child, how to bully-proof your child. Today I will be talking about how you as a parent can help your child deal with a bully, right? How you as a parent can help your child deal with a bully. Recent events in Nigeria is beginning to get people to talk about their past experiences, including people my age as well. We've all had our experiences with bullying. I'll tell you something, right? I also went to a boarding school, so I can relate to Sylvester's case. I also went to a boarding school where for the first 4 years of my secondary school life, I was in boarding school. Then I changed school later to be a day student. But the thing is, when I was in boarding school, I did have my own share of experience. What I now understand to be bullying was the norm for some of us then. It was the norm. It was accepted. It was normal. We dare not go home and talk to our parents about it. We dare not go home and tell anyone, even tell the adults in the school. We didn't have the guts to do that. And even if we told our parents, were they going to react to it? Maybe not. So some of us just kept mute. You know, the house mistresses were also not really interested in whatever happened to you because it just left you to deal with your cases. Their normal saying would be in Yoruba, "Omolomo le wa pa yo niya." That was it. That was their norm. "Omolomo le wa pa yo niya." English means another person's child cannot kill another person's mother. I hope that is correct. So it's the system in Nigeria needs a revamp. It's a problem in Nigeria. So personally, like I said, I can relate to Sylvester's story because I was beaten badly as well. And what was the reason? I wrote a letter insulting a senior, so their mates decided to beat me up badly. Not one, not two, about 10 of them, right? Simply because I wrote a letter. And writing a letter isn't unusual at that time. I personally expressed myself better through writing letters. And this is a senior I'd written lovely letters to in the past. So when we fell out, I decided to write a nasty letter to her. But whoa, that was the end of it. I had, well over 10 seniors. So first of all, a senior came to my dome, gave me a dirty slap. My eyes were turning. That same night, and this thing always happens at night. That same night, I was summoned to their dome, and about 10 of them had a real good feast on me. And nobody could talk. The worst part of it was that some of my friends were there watching, but they couldn't talk. So it wasn't even a secret. It was done openly, but they knew that nobody could talk about it. They knew that you dare not talk about it. They knew that you dare not tell your parents because your parents will still send you back to the same school and you'll still have the same seniors doing whatever they want to do to you. So what are we talking about? The system, I remember that I was in so much pain that my friends were using rub to rub my body. This is an experience I will never forget for the rest of my life, right? Well, I know that as a young child, I was opinionated. I would speak, but the seniors they were a greater force. Even no matter how vocal you are, you couldn't tell, anyone. So my point here is the Nigerian educational system needs a total revamp. Nigerian teachers need to be taught. They need to undergo some training on safeguarding children. We need more policies in place to protect children, especially those who are away from their parents, even those who are still under their parents. There's so much that needs to be done in terms of child protection in Nigeria, So I would urge the government to do something about this. It's getting out of hand. I could have died. I could have been a victim of, it could have happened to me, just like it happened to Sylvester. And there's so many children still going through this right now. What about the teachers, who have affairs with teenagers? Although I wasn't a victim, but I saw this happen. Some of my friends, some of the people that I know were actually dating their teachers, male teachers. They would groom them. I don't know what it is they say because they're pretty or whatever. I don't know what it is they say to these young girls. But as young as the age of 13, they were having teachers as lovers. And this is a big problem in Nigeria. Everybody seems to keep quiet about it. I'm sure there are many young girls my age that will come out and say, yes, my teacher had an affair with me. There's so many. You know, these same teachers will whip you as though you are a slave. Even slaves, you know, we're taken better care of. You know, they will beat the blinking daylight out of you for trivial things like not tying your belt right, not putting the bow right, not tying on the right side of your uniform. Crazy things like this happen in Nigeria. But who are we to talk about it? Who are we to go home and tell our parents? But the thing is, will our parents actually listen? Most parents don't listen because they trust the teachers. Because the problem with the Nigerian community, the adult community, is they trust another adult to take care of their child, right? Whatever a child has no opinion, so whatever the other adult says is always right. So people, they will beat you for things that you know nothing about because an adult has said something. We are in a country that has somehow moved taken away from the normal, so we see everything as normal. You know, teachers will say you know, people gang rape in Nigeria, in schools in Nigeria, and everyone keeps quiet, including the adults, because it's the guys doing it. I don't know what reason they have. You understand? So there's so many things, you know, that happen. People rape babies and we think it's normal. This is a wake-up call for Nigeria. I don't know where we've gone wrong. I don't know what has happened. We don't need our children to keep dying before people like us come out and share our experience. Everyone needs to throw their weight on this. We need to get to the bottom of this. And if there's still any child out there that is still going through bully in school, I think this is the time that the government needs to, you know, create policies. We need policies. And if the policies are already in place, I tell you something, they are not for the masses. Maybe those policies are for the rich and affluent, because I don't see any child protection policies in effect that is being effected in Nigeria. We need to start talking. Parents need to come out. You know, these children are being affected. Right? These children are being affected. They grow up to be traumatized adults. Unless they've gone through counseling, unless they've gone through all sorts of things to help them. But a lot of adults, a lot of children that went through the boarding system in Nigeria would have experienced some sort of bullying or the other, whether from even, you know, whether from their peers, their seniors, you know, all sorts of things happen. But that's the list. I can't begin to tell you all the things. You know, that's one of the things that stuck with me. But there's so many things that's happened. I can go on and on about this. But today, what I want to share with you is how a parent can help your child to deal with bullying, right? I just thought I'd share my own personal experience before I go into that. Right, so we're going to talk about how parents can help your own child, how you should be able to help your child. So first, let's look at statistics. 25 to 35% of children from the age of 12 to 18 report being bullied at some point. Right? That's a lot of kids if you think about it. 25 to 35. Right? If your child happens to be one of them, it can be quite concerning as a parent. And sometimes a lot of parents don't know. Right? Not only does it potentially make a child experience in school miserable, bullying is also a cause for eating disorder, drug abuse, and even suicide. You know, people who have suicide tendencies, right? Perhaps they've been bullied when they were younger. I am a victim as well. So I can relate to this. I can relate fully to this. Bullying of a child is definitely a tragic thing. There are things that you can actually do to help your child, and that's what I want us to talk about today. That's what I will be talking to you about. I will be sharing with you, right? So go ahead, Mama. I will be sharing with you strategies to help your child successfully deal with bullying. Right? And this is a must watch for every parent. So please share this video, share this video with as many people as you can. Number one, you need to speak to your child. Parents, speak to your children. Reassure your child that everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be okay. It is not their fault. It's also important for you to understand that nothing is wrong with, let your child know. Let your child understand that nothing is wrong with your child. Your child is normal. Like any other child, your child is unique. Don't let your child think that there's something wrong with them. The person that has an issue is the bully. The person that has an issue is the bully. The bully is depressed. The bully is sad. Let your child understand now that. Then you need to collect facts. Find out when the bullying is occurring. How often and when does it normally happen? Is it on the bus? Is it during lunchtime? Is it during playtime? Is it on the playground? Is it in the locker room? Is it in the gym? Where exactly is this bullying happening? Is it in the bedroom? Is it in the hostel? Is it in the classroom? Find out. Get all your facts. Get all the facts you can. You're going to need them when you start putting your case forward. Number 2, do your best to remain calm, right? Do your best to remain calm. Even the most need parent can go off in the deep. When you think of it, that when you know that your child is miserable because of another child or because of another human being, save your energy. I understand how painful it can be. Save your energy. Your child will also fare better if you don't make too much of a big deal about it, okay? You certainly want your child to know that you care, right? But flaring up, throwing a tantrum doesn't show your child that you care. But overreacting, does not only creates more drama. It doesn't let you get to the bottom of it. So you need to calm down as a parent. Number 3, speak with the school head. The principal, wherever you are, speak to the school head. Speak with the school head at your child's school, where the bullying is occurring. Most of them are sensitive to bullying. I should think so, even in Nigeria. Most of them are sensitive to the issue of bullying, right? If possible, make appointments rather than just sending emails and phone calls. See them face to face. The more serious you come across to the school head, the more likely that you're going to be taken seriously. The more likely they're going to take action. They're going to be speaking to the children's parents. You must show that you're serious about this. And face-to-face contact is good. Back it up with emails, back it up with letters if you want to, but show up there. Number 4, consider speaking with the bully's parent, if you know them, that is. Right? Some parents will be horrified to hear that their child is a bully at school, because they probably wouldn't understand. They probably think they have a saint or an angel as a child. So some of them will be horrified. Well, other parents might simply might not care, or they might become hostile. But the good thing is, let them know that this is what is going on. It shouldn't be too hard to track down the bully's parents and make a phone call to them. I don't think it should be that hard. Pressurize the school. Be pleasant when you see them. Don't go attacking them, because you're the sensible one. Don't go attacking them. Just make sure you try and get hold of them. Then number 5, involve your child's friend. And this is very key. Involve your child's friends. Your child's friends can be a great help. You can gain more information from them, and they might be able to provide shield between your child and the bully. Most bullies prefer to target children when they're alone, and that's what's happened to me as well. They will come to you when they're alone, and they will attack you when they're alone, right? And when it comes to seniors in school, it's a little bit more tricky, because you have to respect them, because your house mistress are just there for the sake of being there. They don't care, especially in Nigeria. Number 6, reach out for the governors, the school governors, right? If the school head is not taking you seriously, then reach out for their bosses. Reach out for the school governor. In fact, you might want to tell the school head that you're going to tell the school governors. You're going to raise the school governors on them, right? Nigeria, tell them you're going to tell the ministry, tell, whatever authority you can get. No one wants to have someone complain about their school or them. You might be you might be surprised even at the amount of actions you will see. Voice out, speak out, because there'll be other parents who'll be able to back you to say that this is what, you know, their child has said as well. Governors don't want to be bothered with things like this, you know, so they must certainly put an end to it or deal with it, get all the parents involved, you know, and deal with it, because they are parents as well. Right? They are parents as well. So rather than allowing this thing to go down the drain, make sure you're always talking to your child. Every mother, I'm not talking to fathers around now, I'm talking to mothers. Talk to your children, especially when you send them to boarding school. There's a lot on there. Make yourself approachable to your children. Make sure your children can approach you. Number 7, if everything fails, involve the police. That's all I can say. The next stop is to go to the police department. They will have no choice other than to investigate the school. You know, like the parents are doing right now. You're shouting, you're getting the police involved, you're getting a lawyer. Involve the police. Get a statement. Let them know that you're taking this seriously. Right? Make it clear that you are not going to give up. When they see that you're not going to, they're going to call you names. They're going to tag you as a troublemaking parent. That is fine. Your child's safety is in your hands. Call the police. Make sure they know that you're not going to give up. And it is likely you'll eventually be satisfied with the results before you get to the police, but make sure you make as much threats as possible. Avoid the temptation to dismiss your child's struggle. And I say that again, avoid the temptation to dismiss your child's struggle, because this is their childhood. No one has the right to take away their childhood from them. Bullying is not part of growing up. Bullying is not part of growing up. It is not part of a child's childhood. No child should have to go through it, regardless of their social standing, because bullying does and can have a serious consequence. It can have a traumatic effect in the child's life. So please, as a parent, please, I beg you, do not damage the relationship you have with your child by sweeping things under the carpet. Do not damage the relationship you have with your child by not listening to them. Okay? Times are changing. Challenging times are coming up now. So please listen to your child. Please, parents, begin to take your children seriously, no matter how small it is. Take your child seriously. Go to your child's school. Don't trust the adults. Don't leave everything to them. So please share this video as many times as possible, because we need to hear it. African parents, I'm so passionate about this. You know, I don't feel well, but I just feel I need to come out and say this, because this is something that is ongoing, and you see it recurring. It's even getting worse because of technology now. These children are doing worse things to each other. So please share this video. Share this video with as many people as possible, because they need to hear this. Parents need to hear this. Stop allowing the school to raise your child. Stop allowing them to raise your child. Don't trust them. If you're sending a child to a boarding school, make sure you talk to your child. Let your child be able to speak to you. Open that talking avenue. Open that communication path with you and your child. Even mothers, make sure your child can approach you. Make sure your child can talk to you. Right? They could be sleeping with your child for all you know. Teachers in school could be sleeping with your child for all you know. Your child could be a victim of bullying for all you know, but because you're too busy, you think the school authority is doing everything for you. Stop leaving the school to parent your child. That is not the school's job. The school's job is to educate your child to give them Western education. The education your child needs starts from home. And as a mother, as a parent, you need to start doing that yourself. Stop leaving it to the school. Please share this video. Somebody out there needs to hear this. It's very emotional for me. It's very close to my heart. Every time I think of Sylvester, something holds my breath. How can this happen? So please share this video. Someone out there needs to hear this. And whatever you do, please stay safe. Omicron is still out there. Stay safe. Keep safe. Be happy. Check your child's mental health. Check your mental health as well. And God bless you.